reporter here with WDW Magazine, here to take you on another magical escape. I am coming to you today from Walt Disney World property. I am driving to the Magic Kingdom, where I am going to break down how the parking works if you are a theme park guest. So I'm going to pull into the toll plaza, let you know everything from the pricing to where to park in the parking lot, if trams are available, and how to get from park to park if you are indeed park hopping today. So without further ado, let's talk about parking. I have my annual pass here today at the toll plaza, and they usually scan this for you. Hello, Ashley's gonna scan it for me, and I usually have to show my ID as well, just so that they know that I am who I say I am. Thank you, and I am good to go in for parking. Thanks so much, Ashley.
Have a magical day.
You too. So I've just arrived in my parking spot here at the Magic Kingdom. The lots here are themed to the heroes and villains at the Magic Kingdom, and at each of the theme parks, the lots are themed to different Disney characters. It's very fun. Always make sure you pay attention to where you are parked, because you will need to know that when you walk or hop on the tram later to get back to your vehicle. Pricing for today. I am an annual pass holder, and with an annual pass, you do get free parking at Walt Disney World Resort at all 4 of the theme parks. So I just scanned my pass, as you saw, showed my ID, and I was good to come in. If you do not have an annual pass and you are parking on a day ticket, it is $25 for standard parking and $45 for preferred parking. The preferred parking usually is just the lot right next to the medical parking lot, so it does get you a little bit closer if you don't want to have to walk. But like I said, they do have those trams available for you to be able to take as well. I know this from experience of trying to get into the different Walt Disney World resorts. They are really strict about not letting anyone in unless you are a guest of that resort. However, there is an exception. If you do make an advanced dining reservation at any of the Walt Disney World theme park resorts, you are allowed to park in the parking lot. It is starting 1 hour prior to that reservation. Again, I know this from experience. I have had dining reservations in the past, and I've tried to arrive several hours beforehand to check out a lounge or to check out the resort, and the security at the gate of the resort has told me you are only allowed to park 1 hour prior to that dining reservation. So make sure you are adhering to those rules. Some of the security guards are a bit more lenient than the others are, but that is the general rule that is in place. So to save yourself from potentially getting turned away, come within that hour before your dining reservation to ensure that you are allowed to park. But other than that, if you are not a resort guest, or if you do not have a confirmed advanced dining reservation, parking is restricted only to guests staying at the Walt Disney World resorts. Let's say you have a park hopper ticket and you are a day guest and you don't have an annual pass. What happens when you get to that second park if you've already paid $25 to park at the first park? Hold on to your receipt. When you pay with cash, when you pay with a credit card or debit card, however you pay, they will give you a receipt to show that you have paid to park for that day, and it will have the date printed on it. Don't get rid of it. Hold on to it. That is your literal ticket to being able to park for free and not have to pay again when you park hop to another resort. Just make sure that you hold on to that receipt. Just throw it on your dashboard. That's probably the easiest way to make sure that you don't lose it. Keep it there, and you can show it to the cast member at the next toll plaza that you pull into, and they'll just let you right on through after you've already paid once. So only one time you have to pay for parking if you are park hopping. There's no worries there. While there is a charge to park at the theme parks, there are certain locations around Walt Disney World Resort that do not charge for parking. For example, with that advanced dining reservation at a resort, parking is complimentary. If you are a resort guest as of January of 2023, the parking at the resorts for overnight guests is complimentary. If you are visiting Disney Springs, parking is complimentary. And if you are visiting one of the 2 Walt Disney World water parks, parking is complimentary. While I begin my walk to Magic Kingdom, tune in for a word from my friends over at WDW Magazine.
Subscribe to WDW Magazine and escape to Walt Disney World every single month. This large format glossy magazine is filled with content, not ads. Subscribe now and don't miss another month of magic.
Earlier I mentioned that each of the different parking lots here at Walt Disney World Resort have sections themed to different Disney characters. Here at Magic Kingdom, it's heroes and villains. I always, still to this day, take a picture of where I am parked so I don't forget. It's just a habit that I've had forever, but there is a new feature in the My Disney Experience app that allows you to enter where you parked so that later when you're coming back to your car, after you've had your full day in the parks, it will remind you where you're parked, where you're headed, so you don't have to keep that in mind all day long. It's pretty cool. If you did drive with an electric vehicle, there is a list on the Walt Disney World website and in the My Disney Experience app that tells you at which resorts and theme parks there are EV charging stations and how many are available at each of them. It is for a charge, so make sure that you do have a credit card or debit card available. But if you do have an EV, Walt Disney World does indeed have some charge points for you. At Disney's Animal Kingdom, Epcot, and Hollywood Studios, you park in the parking lot and you are able to walk directly up to security and then directly to the park entrance. At the Magic Kingdom, it works a bit differently. You park in the parking lot and you are parked at what is called the Transportation and Ticket Center. When you park here, you are required to take a monorail or a ferry boat to get to the actual Magic Kingdom park. So when you are parked here in the parking lot, we're going to walk underneath the bridge, or you're going to take a tram underneath the bridge. It will drop you off, or you will walk to the security checkpoint, and you will pass through security before you get on the boat or the monorail. At every single theme park, after you park, you will pass a security checkpoint. You are allowed to bring in food. You are allowed to bring in, as long as it is not in a glass container, any type of drink that is non-alcoholic. You are allowed to bring in umbrellas and certain camera arms. Just be aware of what is and what is not allowed when you are walking up to security. You can find a full list of restricted items on Walt Disney World's website, and I recommend that you check that out before you get up to that security checkpoint. Give you a tip for these parking lots. They're pretty warm in the summer. If you have an umbrella with you for the rain, pop it up. It saves you definitely when you are walking through these warm parking lots. As of September 2023, trams are available in all 4 of the Walt Disney World theme parks. We're coming up to that bridge I was talking about. Straight ahead, you'll see some folks walking under it. And here you will see the tram, who has just picked up some folks over at the Heroes lot, passing underneath it. If you listen closely to those cast members on the back of the tram when you're taking it, they will tell you valuable information. Like, for example, I just heard a cast member saying what time Festival of Fantasy Parade is today, what time Happily Ever After fireworks will be taking place this evening. And on the tram that was headed back out to the parking lot, the cast member was letting folks know how they could get to the other theme parks from where they are. So that's pretty cool. Listen to the cast members. They're definitely giving you some valuable information on those trams. Well, I'm officially parked and I've made it to the monorail platform. So that's going to do it for me here today at the Magic Kingdom. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you found this video helpful, please definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, because we've got plenty more Walt Disney World and other Disney destination content headed your way. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next magical escape.